Hey, what's up guys? Jason here. Today we're doing a complete walkthrough of the Lume Cube RGB Tube Light. This is the 2-foot version, and if you've never used a tube light before, you're gonna love what this thing can do. We're gonna cover everything from what's in the box to every control, every mode, and every setting, so you're gonna walk away knowing exactly how to get the most out of this light on any shoot. Let's get into it. When you open the box, you get the RGB Tube Light 2-foot version. You get a tripod leg stand for tabletop placement, a USB-C charging cable, and this padded carry bag. This setup is clean and minimal. The tripod legs are a nice touch because it lets you place the light on any flat surface right out of the box without needing any additional gear. For the specs people, let's run through the numbers fast, and then we're gonna get into how to actually use everything. The Tube Light 2-foot version outputs 2,200 lumens at 7,500 Kelvin and 2,000 lumens at 2,700 Kelvin, hitting 1,960 lux at a half a meter at 7,500 Kelvin. For a tube this size, used as a soft key, hair light, background accent, or a practical, those are serious production numbers. Color accuracy on this light is rated at CRI of 97 plus and a TLCI of 98 plus. Anything above 90 starts to matter on camera in the professional world, and 96 is solidly in professional territory for skin tones and color reproductions. It's really high quality. It's got a full spectrum RGB with over 16 million colors, hue control across the full 360-degree color wheel, brightness from 0 to 100%, and a bicolor temperature range from 2,700 Kelvin all the way up to 7,500 Kelvin. Green and magenta tint control is also built in, so you can match other lights or correct for mixed lighting without fixing it in post. The light has 192 dual color LEDs and 54 RGB LEDs running through the length of the tube. It's got 246 total LEDs. Multiple quarter 20 mounting threads are built into both end caps. So this light can go on a stand, a wall bracket, a magic arm, or inside the scene as a practical light. Battery life with maximum brightness is approximately 1.4 hours, with a USB-C recharge time of about 1.8 hours. The USB-C port also supports 18-watt power output, so this light doubles as a power bank when you're out in the field. It has built-in lighting effects including loop, strobe, lightning, fire, candle, siren, and TV. Plus, it's got full Bluetooth app control through the Lume Control app. If you already know what those specs mean, then you know what you're holding. If not, the short version is that this tube, the 2-foot tube light, is bright, color accurate, versatile, and built to handle real professional shoots. Now, before we start pressing buttons, let's get familiar with the physical layout. The body is premium aluminum, running the full 2-foot length with 246 LEDs behind this frosted front panel. The end caps are hexagonal in shape, which means that this tube is not going to roll when you set it down onto a flat surface. It's a small detail, but that one matters when you're in the middle of a busy shoot. Both end caps have female quarter 20 sockets, so that gives you a lot of flexibility for how and where you position this light. On the body, you're going to find the control panel, a small LCD screen, a power button, a selection button, and a click wheel adjustment dial. That's the entire physical interface. It's intentionally simple because most of the real power is in the app, which we're also going to get into. Just slide the power button to turn the light on. The LCD screen is going to come on, and this is your control center for everything. The first thing you're going to notice is the battery life indicator and the runtime estimate sitting right there on the display. It tells you exactly how many minutes you have left at your current settings. Bring the brightness up and that number drops in real time. You bring it down and it climbs back up. You always know what you're working with before you roll, which matters a lot on really long shooting days. Navigation on this light is straightforward. The selection button moves the highlighted arrow around the screen, and once the arrow lands on a setting, the adjustment dial changes the value. When a menu item is highlighted in yellow, rotating the dial switches between modes rather than adjusting the number. The first menu is HSL, which stands for Hue, Saturation, and Level. This is your full creative color control mode. Level controls brightness from 0 to 100%. Color moves the hue across the full 360-degree color wheel. Saturation controls how vivid or muted that color is, also from 0 to 100. Anytime you want the light to be a specific color, whether that's a background wash, an accent on a subject, or a stylized effect, HSL is where you want to start. The CCT and FX menu is where the light becomes a proper production tool. Level is, again, your brightness control. Temp moves the color temperature from 2700 Kelvin all the way to 7500 Kelvin, so you can match a warm tungsten practical, dial in clean daylight, or land anywhere in between depending on what the scene needs. Green and magenta tint control runs from -1 to +1. When you're shooting in a mixed lighting environment and the colors aren't quite matching, this is what you reach for. A small tint adjustment here can save you a significant amount of time in post-production. The effects section gives you loop, strobe, lightning, fire, candle, siren, and TV. Once an effect is selected, the frequency control lets you dial in the speed of that effect from 1 Hz all the way up to 10 Hz. For most everyday shooting situations, CCT mode is going to be your default. Just match your color temperature to the environment that you're in, set your brightness for the exposure you need, and then you're ready to shoot. To charge the light, plug the included USB-C cable into the port on the body and connect that to any power source. The battery source indicator on the screen updates to show you that it's charging. A full recharge from empty only takes about 2 hours. What's worth calling out here is that this light outputs 18 watts of power through the same USB-C port. So if you're on a shoot and your phone or your wireless audio receiver or another piece of gear needs a charge, you can plug directly into the tube light and use its internal battery. It literally doubles as a power bank. And on location shoots, that feature genuinely can save the day. Now, if you need to go longer, Lume Cube makes an optional Pro Grip battery handle that pairs with the 2-foot tube light and dramatically extends how long you can run it. At 100% brightness, you're looking at up to 3.7 hours total runtime. At 75% brightness, that can climb to 4.6 hours. At 50% brightness, which is still crazy bright, you can get up to 6 hours on that. For extended interviews, long studio days, or any situation where you can't afford to stop and recharge, the Pro Grip XL removes battery anxiety completely. Same light, same output, just a lot more endurance. The tube light pairs with Lume Control app, and once you use it that way, you're not going to want to go back to the physical controls. To connect, download the Lume Control app from the App Store or Google Play, open the app, go to Bluetooth pairing section, and then select the light from the device list when it pops up. Then you're connected. Once the app is connected, you can verify right here as it'll say on. From the app, you have full wireless control over brightness, color temperature, hue, saturation, tint effects, and frequency. You also get tools that aren't even available on the physical controls at all. The color picker is my favorite standout feature. Just take a photo of any object or surface in your environment, and the app reads the color and automatically matches your light to that color. It's crazy awesome. For creative consistency across lighting setups, that tool alone is worth downloading the app. It's totally free. You can also pair multiple tube lights and other lights from Lume Cube and control them individually or as synced groups from one place. I'll also make sure to make a separate deep dive video into the Lume Control app. The mounting flexibility on this light is one of its biggest practical advantages on a real shoot. The included tripod legs screw into the 1/4-20 threads on the end caps and let you place the light on any flat surface immediately. No stands required. When you're ready to move to a stand or an arm, just remove the legs and mount directly to whatever gear you're already using. You have 1/4-20 sockets on both end caps, so this tube works on a light stand, a C-stand, a boom arm, wall bracket, magic arms. It's compatible with standard mounting hardware that you already own. And also you could purchase separately some mounting hardware that adds magnets to the ends of this tube light, so you can mount it to any metal surface. The 2-foot form factor hits a practical sweet spot. It's got more surface area and softer spread than the 1-foot Mini, so it works really well as a closer key light or a hair light, and still compact enough to hide inside a scene as a practical, tuck it behind a subject for a rim light, backlight, or pack it flat in a bag for location work. And that's everything. That's the complete walkthrough on the Lume Cube RGB Tube Light 2-foot version. From the controls and the menus to mounting, charging, effects, and app control, you now have everything you need to put this light to work for you. If you have any questions about anything I didn't cover, make sure you drop them in the comments or reach out to Lume Cube support directly. They're a genuinely helpful team and they get back to you really fast. If you like this tube light, you're gonna love the others as well. So be sure to check out the videos on the 4-foot tube XL and the 1-foot tube mini. I'll also add a comparison of all 3 sizes so you can compare each light's strengths so you can decide which ones or one might be best for your specific setup. Thanks again for watching, stay creative, and I will see you guys in the next video.